I'm Michelle Carney with IdeateTV here at the Dance of the Songs Festival, and I'm with the team behind Autumn Gold. Welcome.
Great to be here. It's exciting to be here at my first film festival, first film. Kern, my co-partner, is an old hat. He knows what he's doing. He's done this a few times, but I'm my first film festival with a film.
Well, congratulations. That's so exciting. For our viewers who are not familiar with your film, can you give us a quick overview? And then also both your roles in the project?
Yeah. So Autumn Gold is an investigative documentary about this gentleman right here, who is an extraordinary investigative reporter who took on the Pentagon and won. He exposed secrets that they did not want the world to know, things they did that harmed thousands of veterans. And the film not only tells that story, but also the journey to bring justice to those vets who were harmed and have not yet received the benefits and the health care that they deserve. So it's a film with a mission.
Wow, how powerful. How did this relationship come together, and how did you get started on this project?
Well, it started 30 years ago for me when I started investigating the story, and it took about 6 years to break the story. But in typical government fashion, when I broke the story about what happened, just the basics, they said, okay, so we lied about it for 40 years. Don't worry about it. Nobody got hurt. Now, jump forward. The film tells a much more elaborate, in-depth story and actually has some new revealing information in it that takes it to the final step where it says, look, these guys were hurt. These guys were harmed. Why don't you just take care of them like you're supposed to when you serve your country in the military? You give them the medical care they earned, not continue to play games with their health and telling the truth fully.
So this has been a long time coming, and it's a very powerful story. How does it feel to have this film in the festival?
That's cool, you, Eric. It's been long.
It feels great. I mean, my day job is an investigative producer in network television, and I always saw this story because of the nature of it and what occurred as I was investigating it and reporting it. It's just too many unbelievable twists and turns and yarns about, I couldn't believe this is how it had to come together. So I always saw it down the road somewhere as a documentary. But in my profession, 10 minutes is max. You got to boil it down really short. So it was impossible to tell this story in even a news magazine. But so it had to be a film. It had to be a feature documentary. It takes that time, and someone with storytelling abilities like Kern Konwiser here who can tell that story and keep you in your seat. And when you're done, just say, wow, I want people to walk out and say, that's an amazing film. That's an amazing movie. Now, what it's about is amazing too. But, you don't want to walk out of a film and say, wow, it's bored out of my gore. I fell asleep. That both of those together would be people who know nothing about it, which most people don't because it was all top secret. And they walk out and say, wow, that was a great film. I love the film. And the subject matter makes it more powerful. So that's what I was hoping for.
I'd add to that it's a ripping good yarn. The story of what Eric went through to bring the Pentagon to the mat is extraordinary. And it's a David and Goliath story. And I've always been drawn to stories of the little guy who does, who can, who will. The movie kind of asked the question of what can one man do in the face of such overwhelming power and, prestige as the U.S. government? What can one man do? And what the story reveals is a lot, actually. So we hope that will be a sort of an igniter for people to recognize that, the truth is not classified, and there is a way for us to get it and share it.
Incredible. Well, for people who want to see it or follow your work, where should they go?
They gotta be here.
They can go first to autumngoldfilm.com, where everything's laid out there, the trailer and everything else about Kern and myself and the story. And the part that's very important as well is the campaign, which comes out of the film, which is you can get involved and you can help get these guys the VA medical care they earn, but they have not gotten yet. Not a single guy has been given the medical care they earned. So that's what the film's about, getting these guys final justice.
Going to the website is the right idea because you can put in your name there and your email, and that way you can follow along as we roll out the film. But this is our world premiere. So this is the starting gun going off. We have partnered with the American Legion, who recognized the film and gave it an award that they sponsor. So the plan is for Eric in particular to do a road show around the country with the film to, military communities, college campuses, places where you find people who care and will, take up the flag and carry it forward. And get involved in the campaign to pass legislation to get these men what they deserve. So it'll be a long road forward from here, and there should be all kinds of opportunities to join us. But we're really excited to be able to kick it off at Dances with Films.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being here, and congratulations again.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
And I'm Michelle Carney with IdeateTV.